Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to talk about Empties. So I have tons of Empties in front of me. So these, I kept them in this Victoria's Secret bag. So if you're not familiar with my Empty videos, I do it once in like 4 or 5 months where I talk about all the products I have used up in last 4 or 5 months, and I give sort of like a mini review whether I'm going to repurchase them, whether I have liked them or disliked them. So this is kind of a fun video to watch. So without further ado, let's see what products are inside this, because I have a ton of product here and I cannot even recall what is inside this because I used to just throw it here whenever I finish one product. So the first product is this First Aid Beauty Face Cleanser. Now I swear by this product. I used to use the Philosophy Purity, but now I swear by this product. This removes every bit of makeup. I just love it. Then I have this Philosophy Purity Cleanser. I used to use this one before the First Aid one, so now I'm not gonna repurchase it because I love this one. But still I would recommend everyone about this cleanser because this is equally good as my First Aid Beauty Cleanser, but this one I feel like a little bit hydrating to my dry skin, so that's why I'm preferring this one over the Purity, but I equally love both of them. Then I have another empty tube of this First Aid Beauty Face Cleanser. Now you can see like how much I love these products, and I'm gonna repurchase them again and again. Then I have this empty bottle of this Sephora waterproof eye makeup remover. I love this stuff. This is the only stuff I use to remove my makeup, and it removes every bit of makeup. I just swear by this product. Then I have an empty bottle of M.A.C Fix Plus. I use it all the time for different purposes. Sometimes I just spray it all over my face to hydrate my face, or sometimes I use it with my eyeshadows to, amplify the color of the eyeshadows. So this is such a staple in my makeup collection, and I always keep one in my vanity. So I again and again repurchase this product. Then I have this L'Oreal Miss Manga Mascara. I threw that out because it has dried out pretty quickly, so I couldn't use up the whole tube. I don't know, for some reason it just dried out. This is a good mascara from drugstore, but it dries out pretty quickly. That's the only problem. Then I have this Too Faced Primed and Poreless transparent powder. I like this powder, but nowadays I'm really liking the M.A.C transparent powder a lot better, because I feel like the difference between this one and the M.A.C transparent one is that one is a little bit smoother and it feels a little bit like more finely milled. So I don't think I'm gonna repurchase this product. I would rather stick to my M.A.C translucent powder. Then I have a travel size of this M.A.C Cleanse Off Oil. I like this stuff, but this is expensive. My Sephora one does my job, so I like it better, so I'm not gonna repurchase this one. This one was just a travel size. I wanted to try this product. This is a great product, but it is pricier than the Sephora one, so I would rather stick to my Sephora cleanser. Then I have this Lush Ocean Salt Face and Body Scrub. I love that stuff. This has an amazing smell, but I'm not gonna repurchase it because this is freaking expensive. So I didn't wanna spend like 32 bucks on a scrubber, whereas I can like, get a $5-6 scrubber from drugstore. So I love the smell. This just works perfectly, but I am not gonna repurchase it because of the price tag. Next, I have an empty bottle of this Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I love this stuff. You can see it has makeup all over it. I just love this stuff, but nowadays I am enjoying the Makeup Forever Mixed and Fixed. This is like pretty much same stuff. This is more heavy duty, but I like that one because that is more hydrating. So nowadays I'm using the Makeup Forever one, but if you have oily skin and if you really want your makeup to last for the whole day, this is a great product. So I highly recommend this one. Then I have two travel size empty bottle of this It's Certain Leave-In Conditioner. I love this stuff. I always use it like after I wash my hair, then I just spray it and it just detangles and makes it softer, and then I comb my hair. I always reach for this product, and these are the travel bottles. You can get it in like bigger bottles as well, and they are from drugstore, though they're a little bit pricier compared to drugstore product, but I just love this stuff. Then I have this X Anarchy Body Spray. I love this stuff. They have like two color, I think the pink one and an orange one. I love the pink one better. I always reach for it, repurchase it, love this stuff. Next is the Glamglow Supermud. I always repurchase this product. I have mentioned it in my recent haul video, so I have finished one bottle of it. Here it is. I repurchase it every time I run out of it because that's the only mask I use it religiously, like every week. Then I have an empty bottle of this Amber Blush Bath and Body Works Fragrance Mist. I even forgot about this product. I didn't like it that much. I think it was like with a gift set I got. So It was okay. I just finished it, but I'm not gonna repurchase it. I cannot even recall what the smell was because it was okay. It was okay. It was nothing like special. Then I have this Ren Hydra Calm Global Protection Day Cream. I loved this stuff once until I discovered the Philosophy Miracle Worker moisturizer. This is a very good moisturizer, but it is pricey and it runs out pretty quickly. And I think like the Miracle Worker works better than this one, so I'm not gonna repurchase this. Then I have few empty samples of this Philosophy No Reason to Hide serum. I have mentioned this one in my recent haul video, so you can see that I have repurchased. So I love this stuff. I accumulated few samples over the time and then I have used them up to form an opinion because it's really hard to form an opinion with just one sample. I love this stuff. I'm currently enjoying it a lot. This is a great serum if you have like dark spot or uneven skin tone. It really works. At least in my opinion, I feel like I can see some difference on my skin when I use this one. So I love this stuff. Next I have this empty jar of this Miracle Worker Philosophy moisturizer. Just I have talked about it. So I have repurchased it already in the bigger jar. So I love this stuff. This is my Holy Grail moisturizer. At this moment it is very hydrating. I just love this stuff. I always mention it. I think like I mentioned it in my last favorite video as well. So if you have dry skin, you're gonna love this stuff. Then last but not least, I have this Mario Badescu facial spray with yellow herbs and rose water. This is the sample size I got with a kit, I guess. I love this stuff. I used to use it just to, you know, after cleansing my face, I used to just spray it all over my face and it is very refreshing. It has the smell of like rose. I love the smell. I love this product. I think I'm gonna repurchase this. This is very refreshing and hydrating. So that's it guys, that's all my empties. Most are like skincare products because it's hard to finish up the makeup products very quickly, so that's why you gather up so many skincare products in empties videos. But I generally do it like in 4 or 5 months because I don't get that much empties quite often because I try different kinds of products. So I hope you like this video and find it a little bit helpful, and I'll get back to you soon with more makeup talks. Bye bye.